Hi. So I'm going to talk about ClassDojo. Has anybody heard of it? Okay, yeah. So you guys kind of already know, but I'm going to tell you again. So ClassDojo was launched by ClassTwist Inc. in 2011. It is now known as just ClassDojo Inc. It is a website and a mobile application that you can have on your iPads, iPhones, regular tablets. Yes. So it's not an art making application. It's more of like a classroom management that improves classroom involvement and the overall class environment. I first saw it working in an art room, but it can be used in all classrooms. The school that I saw it working in, all the classrooms use it, which is pretty cool. So I was going to walk through how to start a ClassDojo account just because it is very easy, and I just wanted to show you if you needed to do one. So we're going to sign up, and as you can see, you can be different people if you want to be, but we're going to be the teacher. No. You enter in your name, email, yeah, I'm going back for it. All right, and then you create your unique password, and you sign up. Okay, so we're just going to pick a random school. It doesn't have to be verified, which I checked. So we're gonna go to Elmhurst Eastern. We're gonna join. And now they have a demo class to kind of show you what your classroom will look like, but we can create a small classroom. So you can change your class name. So let's say it's your third period. And we're gonna go with second grade. And then, so since you guys kind of know what the ClassDojo is, it kind of is a point system. That's the big part of it. So you can either share positive points with parents, you can share both so they can see if their child got any negative points, or you don't share points with parents at all. Since we want to be positive, we're going to stay with the default positive points and create your classroom. And then adding students is super easy. I thought it was going to be that tedious, like where you have to make a million lists, but it's really not hard. So I'm going to do that, and it makes a little monster, which is cute. I'm going to show you how you can actually change those and make them different. I'm just entering my friend's name, sorry. And then okay, so that's enough people just to get started. So now we have our classroom. So if you want to change their little icons, all you have to do, nope. Sorry, I'm not used to this trackpad, my apologies. Click on them, click on their little icon, and you can use little monsters, or if you want to get festive, you can do autumn, make it a little more monsters. Okay, so once you have all your students, you do need to invite your parents. You just enter in the parent email or phone number. That way they're actually notified when things are happening with their kids. So the biggest part of this is the point system. So you can award the whole class with these customizable positive or negative points. And this is just positive or negative reinforcement. We're just trying to improve classroom involvement. So you can say, okay, everybody's being great and helping others, and they're all working hard. But let's say Shakira over here is not doing so hot. She's not staying on task. You just add a skill, go over needs work, type in, and it even tells you off task. And now you can decide how much weight you want to put to that action. So if you really don't like it when kids are off task, you can do a -5 points. So when you go over here, it's saved, and you can use it again and again for the whole class and for the individual. So again, so Shakira's not, oh, no, she's not participating. She is off task. You can remove points. Okay, so Jared, also just not that. Jared's also off task. So that is the general, like you just kind of keep that on your tablet because it is a mobile application, which I'll pull up and kind of go through just to show you how it looks different. But that is kind of what you would be doing throughout the day. And then at the end of the day, you can go through and look at your report. So it looks like they were 55% positive, which obviously means they need to work on that quite a bit. This can be used as highly motivational for the students. So let's say you want to give them a reward. Be like, okay, well, if you guys get a 95% or higher for 3 days in a row, you get flexible seating. That kind of thing. You can also share this with your administrators to show class involvement, see how they're doing. That's also great. Another great part of it, there's just lots. I could go on all day. You can add posts. So let's say Cameron was working hard today. Capitalize that. And you can add a photo of the child that only the parent can see. So, or if you use Artsonia, you can add their Artsonia link, which is also cool. Okay. There is, I'm just going to kind of walk through a lot of this stuff. There's a class story that all of the parents can see. You can see each child's portfolio. So once you do start adding pictures, videos, drawings, that kind of stuff, you can see that. Messages. So parents can communicate privately with you. So let's say their student's going to be absent. Then you can note that when you go and take attendance. Okay? So everybody's here except Cameron. And then looks like you can do tardy, late, and here. Okay. Save. Now, the second part of this app that I found very interesting was the toolkit. So there's a lot more that you can do with it. I did not know until I started looking at it. You can set a timer for the class. You can randomly select a student. So let's say no one is coming up to present their white paper. You could randomly select someone, and that's Katie. And then group maker, which I thought was pretty neat too if kids aren't getting along and they don't want to decide where they want to go. Noise meter. Also thought this was pretty interesting. So, if it's going to work. Maybe it's not going to work for me. But it looks like on those speakers, when they go like this, so when the class gets really loud, you can be like, all right, guys, stop doing that. I'm watching you. All right. I'm going to go to directions last because I kind of wanted to talk about that more. Think, pair, share. So I thought this was really sweet. What are you grateful for today? Just kind of have a pair discussion, or you can make your own. You can do, let's say you have a morning work. You can ask a question up here, and it'll display with the date, everything, and your question for today. And you can play music. It's very soothing. You can't hear it, but that's okay. And then finally, directions. So this one I thought was pretty neat. So you can go through and name it. So let's say we're doing a still life painting. And then you add items. Each item is the first direction. So let's say you sketch the still life. Great. You can add it. Add another item. That's step 2. Paint the background. Okay. Paint light colors. Yeah. So you just go through all that, and you would fill it in for all of your steps. Start now, and it will be displayed on the board for everybody so that if they're at different points, they can kind of stay on it. You can also save that. So when you go back into directions, it's still there. So you could do like a sub plan, like they were talking about. So the sub could just pull it up, or save it for future class periods if you have multiple doing the same, future semesters, all that kind of stuff. And then finally, I wanted to go on to how ClassDojo itself is trying to help students. So they have different little videos and activities. Your brain is like a muscle, and it shows a little video of little Mojo going through life. You have a discussion, so kids actually have to pay attention and get involved. And then you can share that onto your class story, that you did that, and all the teachers will see, or all the parents. So yeah. Do you have any questions? No? I thought it was pretty neat. You can do a lot with it, a lot more than I thought you could.
I got something.
Yeah.
Can you show us what it looks like on the phone?
Yeah, definitely forgot to do that.
All you have to do is just source the laptop.
All right. So this is how it's just slightly different. Ooh, dropping everything. It's just smaller icons. The stories, you have to invite parents to see what's happening. Add pictures. Enable camera. Yay, class story. New desks. Okay, and post. Yeah. And then parents can go through and like it, comment on it, that kind of stuff. That way you can communicate with the teachers or the parents. The teacher I saw using this actually said that she doesn't even call home anymore because the kids are communicating more and the parents can see what's going on all the time. Yeah. And then I don't necessarily understand how they want to redeem points. I guess it could be used as a reward system, lunch with the teacher, extra time on something. That's also something to look into. Yeah. Anything else?
Thanks.
Thank you.